This abandoned mining facility is a festering pit of bad and worse. Stay sharp.
Hello everyone, Ethereal Viking here. I'm coming at you with a Star Citizen update today. So the big news is the release date for Star Citizen Alpha 3.0 has been delayed into September. Is it a bummer for those of us who have been salivating over this update? Absolutely. However, given the scope of 3.0, delaying it enough to really work out some of the kinks may not be such a bad idea. Recently I came across an article, uh, credit to the Redditor The-Nightrider. He had posted excerpts from a PC game article about um, the most recent delay, and the article was by Andy Chalk, and he talked about getting his hands on 3.0 a little bit. And here's what it said. Uh, First, he says, we took a pre-release build of Star Citizen Alpha 3.0 for a spin earlier this month, and it sounded pretty great. Chris Roberts, landed on the moon of Daymar, got out, wandered around, and even completed a mission. Actually landing on a moon felt pretty monumental, like a genuine virtual astronaut now. He wrote of the experience. Um, Having seen some of it did look pretty awesome. I mean, like, going from space to a planetary landing, getting out, getting on a land craft, just cruising around the planet in general seemed pretty awesome. Um, and as promised, it was a seamless transition, taking off from the space station, flying into space, making a quantum jump to the Daymar system, entering the atmosphere and landing. He goes on, unfortunately for everyone still waiting to try it for themselves, the 3.0 build wasn't quite as close to ready for prime time as Cloud Imperium thought. And so the expected release date of August, or late August, has been pushed back according to the most recent production schedule. It is now changed to an aim date window of September 4th through the 18th. So, I mean, a couple weeks, it's not too bad to get pushed back. Like, for me, I would, based on the past releases, some of the game's bugs were just, like, absolutely game breaking. I mean, for instance, like the Avenger, not being able to get into your cockpit, or simply like flying out of your windshield, into space. Little things like that. If they want to take a little extra time to polish it, I'm all for it. I mean, deep down, do I want to play it like right this very second? Absolutely. But you know, I just hope it doesn't get pushed back again. I can say that much. Um, so Cloud Imperium Games developer said, this week we entered the optimization, polish, and bug fixing phase for the 3.0 feature set. As there have been so many features on content implemented, we've encountered some stability issues that we want to address before going to a wider test audience. This absolutely makes sense. The hype around 3.0 is so huge. I think they want to deliver like a much more polished product. I think they're probably hoping, with the amount of content that they're adding in this patch, to probably bring in new users, new players. Right now the hype is pretty real. I mean, of course, for most Star Citizen fans like myself, we've been hyped for years now, but we always want more players to come in, and the bigger the community grows, the better. Um, the other big thing, they go on to say, the ongoing work on the new patcher system that will basically save you from having to completely re-download the game each time there's a new build, which was extremely annoying. I mean, anytime something came out, like you're having to re-download, you know, 30 gigs or more, Um, and some of the new bugs with the copy build 3 of their internal version of the patcher have also slowed them down. Because of this, they had to push back the Evocati release, which is essentially kind of like the special subscribers, like the paid subscribers. Um, they get to test out a lot of the things first. Um, they had to change any subsequent date ranges to reflect the additional time needed to get Star Citizen Alpha 3.0 ready for prime time. Um, and then they go on. in response to the healthy discussion about the updated schedule, support manager Will Soulcrusher Leverett posted a message on the Star Citizen forums explaining that the studio has pushed far past the technological boundaries that were previously considered impossible, and that has inevitably created some unforeseen headaches, which is true. I mean, as it sits right now, Star Citizen is pretty much, in my mind, like a technical marvel. I mean, we haven't really seen a game like this, that's pretty much, based on, like, as you can see from my Star Marine footage, a pretty decent FPS on its own, but you consider that taken into, spaceships and space combat and actual professions. I mean, if everything works out the way they want it to, I mean, we're talking, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but, like, if everything works, maybe like one of the greatest MMOs of all time. If it works out, I mean, I have faith, I hope. I don't know how many years it's going to take to totally finish it up, but based on their current progress, I really think now that, because they build the game from the ground up, so I think as they start to refine certain aspects of the game, production will come along a lot quicker. In the article, they also say it's also important to consider that what 3.0 meant a year ago is a shadow of what 3.0 means today. Back then, planetary tech would have offered a fraction of the freedom that it does in 3.0. And most of the numerous infrastructure updates going into it now did not exist, Leverett wrote. So, it's true. I mean, like, they go on to say, the entire company is working feverishly to get you 3.0. Our goal is to provide you with the most amazing gaming experience ever. We've learned that we can deliver something better than the original 3.0, something bigger, something pretty groundbreaking, something magnificent. That doesn't always keep to a schedule, but we think it's okay to take the time to do it right. And I actually 100% agree with that. When I first pledged to the game to help the dev and everything, me and a couple buddies, got it as well. And, all we were doing was Arena Commander. We were just flying around, kind of almost a space arena, ship battles, essentially, with only, a handful of ships. And to see where it's come now, where, they have the universe, however small, I mean, being able to complete missions and, essentially, a very small open world where, if you want to attack another ship for no reason, you totally can. And there's even consequences. You start to gain a wanted level and so on. And all these systems will be refined as it goes on. But just to see, where they're at now, having to remove your wanted level, having a second, station just for pirates, and, the range of things you can do in the open universe, as well as, some people forget about, racing, and, now we have Star Marine, which I find to be extremely fun. And actually, my buddies and I, sometimes, I mean, we'll hop onto, like a full server, post up at Security Post Korea, and just have, like, big old battles on the station. It's extremely fun. Anyways, though, all in all, am I bummed? Of course. But I think the wait will be well worth it. I think once 3.0 actually comes out, I think it's going to be groundbreaking on the level of, kind of what Universe was. Another huge thing, another option for a whole different type of gameplay, essentially. So I'm really excited for it to come out. I'm sure you guys are too, and I will definitely be keeping you up to date, constantly scanning for news, and if you want more Star Citizen news, keep it right here. I'll definitely be keeping you updated, and all of the links to the articles I quoted are in the description below. Thanks for watching.